Hey guys, so I just wanted to share something else. Something I've had already in my phone for a while. I just thought it was the right time to share it. Please do take it to God, and here goes. But before I go, I just wanted to tell you that it has to do with something that I believe I heard God tell me. So it says, "Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again." And you know that thing when you hear them talk to the and what I don't know if it's called an answering machine or whatever, the operator, whatever you want to call it. Basically, the point being is what I'm about to read to you. It'll explain it. God said, "I gave you this as a sign, which means time is up, time's up, time is over." And I believe that's what I heard, you guys, so I want you to take this to God. Don't just take for granted. It says, this is which it means time is no more. Will return sooner than most think. Tell them I said, tell them thus saith the Lord, I got this call from the numbers, I believe it was 00000000000. So the normal digits that you would receive as in, whether it be 520 or whatever. And I tried calling back and nothing but an operator, I believe it was, told me basically your call cannot be completed as dialed. Is God telling us the harvest is ripe for picking and it's about that time for us who are ready and stay ready for Him to go home? About that time, you guys, He's coming. Be ready. There's no time left. He's coming now. No time for backsliding. Even me, you guys need to pray for me, please. No time for being worldly. No time for nothing but being ready for right now. Now is the time to be ready, not later. Now. Jesus is coming. Sound the alarms. If you truly care about people, sound the alarm. If He's coming before Election Day, will you be ready? And you guys, this is already Election Day, so this was like totally before this, just let you know. If He comes, I wrote before October 2nd of this year, which is already passed, will you be ready? If He comes month in September 2016, which I wrote, will you be ready? You guys, so I should have probably like posted this way before. Another thing I'd written, it says, division I bring is what this means, he said, the 000, because it kept calling me, and so I'm like, this is odd, I don't know, it was a while back, so I don't remember what I was exactly thinking, but it says, division I bring is what this means, he said, because every time it hung up on me, it would be a total of 5 seconds. Okay, so you could say, okay, well, so what's that supposed to mean? I mean, how's that supposed to mean anything biblical or anything to help us know about God? Okay, it says, it'd be a total of 5 seconds that I'd be on the phone and it hung up on me after 5 seconds. It did this twice. I wrote down 00000000000. I know that's a lot of zeros, 11 of them. But I believe it was, I think, 10. You could probably take that part to God. But anyways, it was a long time ago, okay? The second time I did it, I heard from God saying to me, division I bring, so this is total major confirmation to His soon return. Be ready, you guys. Time's up. Yeah, I wrote, it's the number 0000000. 00000. You try saying that 5 times fast. It's a lot of zeros. So that's a total of 10 for that one. I wrote another thing that has to do with it, and it says, well, I'm not going to read all, well, I could read, I guess, the part that I don't want to read because it wouldn't make much sense now, because I wrote that had to do with like 11 zeros, and that would be rapture, and so I guess it's not 11. So you want to take that part to God, ask Him how many zeros there were, and get back at me if you get any answers. It says, for the zeros where I receive confirmation also be meant or used as there's 0 time left, because there's a bunch of zeros. That was just an idea, but you can take that part to God. And I wrote there's 11 of them, but I guess there wasn't. I don't know. Take it to God how many there were. So yeah, the rapture's coming. He's bringing division. Be ready, you guys, because time's up. He's coming. It's about to be too late. I looked something up about this noon stuff. I guess I've seen a title of something someone put about noon, and I was kind of like against it, kind of like, I don't know about this whole noon thing because I've always heard about midnight. I looked something up, and I don't know. I mean, you guys can look it up if you want. Ask them about the whole noon thing. I've always heard about midnight, but I'm not always familiar with about noon. So, dude, take that part to God. I don't want to like say it's not true right away. Yeah, but basically it's about to be midnight, and that's when it's all over. Yeah, basically just watch what happens in the world as it gets closer to World War III and an economic collapse. You'll see it slowly dividing, and you'll kind of see, if you look closely enough, America's slowly slipping off into hell more and more each day. You guys, I don't want to say for sure, but this is what I put in my phone, okay? So don't take for granted, okay? But I put that we're out of here before another president, okay? I wrote, this is it. Forget about elections, forget about anything. Be ready or be left behind. Okay, this is what I put on my phone, so don't take for granted just yet. This world is about to turn stir crazy upside down like never in history. I just thought it was the right thing to share with you guys before anything does take place. There was a woman that talked about that elections would be canceled and that martial law would take place in this year, I believe. I don't know personally if elections will be canceled. I put on Facebook something like that it would, and then I don't know. I don't want to like break any God's commandments and lie to people. So I kind of put something extra later on, like, I just want to basically wait here and see what happens, whatever. You guys, I don't know anything. It's always good to also pray the day before elections. I think it's good. And I also think it's good to pray on the day of elections. And I didn't know Christ 4 years ago. I don't think. I'm not too sure. I think I got saved back in 2013. I don't know if it was January, maybe April. I would want to guess any of that. I guess maybe one of those months. But you guys, it's not a matter of how long I've been saved. It's the fact that I just wanted to let you know that it's good to pray the day before and the day of election. So I just thought you should know. I just figure you should know that. Whether you know it or not, I just thought it would help. I don't know if I'll be putting any more videos. I don't really see the need, unless God gives me more visions or dreams. There's nothing more for me to say. I've said everything I need to say. There's a lot of people that may argue and say things that I say are not true. That's their choice. That's their problem. I can't force anyone to believe what I believe, or make sure everybody gets saved, or make sure everybody in the world believes how this guy believes. That's not what I'm about. That I force anyone. It's the fact that they get to heaven. And a lot of people can say, well, what I say is just by works. No. God revealed things to me that if we believe just one single lie, you guys, okay, you got to hear this out, because it sounds crazy, a lot of people, but this is truth. Okay, I don't know about children, like, 9-year-olds and 8-year-olds. I know that an 8-year-old who is at the age of accountability, if they die and don't know Christ, yeah, they can burn in hell. And I know there are children who are actually in hell, being tormented right now, who knew between right and wrong. They knew that stuff, And I've learned on a video that I really believed for a while that you could go to hell and not ever know about God. And there was someone who put a video about that their friend never told them about Jesus or whatever, God or whatever, that they never knew. Well, God makes sure that you know that there is a God, and I get no conviction on that. So He makes sure you know. So you can't die without knowing, oh, there was a God. And if you did, get back at me and make sure if you heard from God tell you that. But yeah, the point being is that if you believe one lie at, say, as 18 years old and up, at least I can be stable on that number, because I know that that's a good number to hold to, because that's an adult age. So as being an adult and up, any number above 18, you technically, if you're at the age of accountability, because there are people with mental illnesses, so they can't talk right, they can't do whatever their just mental illness is, if they are not at the age of accountability, God doesn't hold them against what they have done wrong. But I'll tell you what, if you are at the age of accountability, and I'll tell you at a number of at least 18 and above, I don't know about children, I don't want to go there and be like, children too. But I can be safe and say, yeah, children if they don't know Christ, but if they believe a lie, I don't know how that works. And I don't know if they have to get ready for the rapture. I know that anyone 18 and above, okay, I want to be safe with numbers, because I don't want to say like, okay, a 10-year-old has to prepare for the rapture or be left behind. I don't know any of that. I just know about salvation for kids. I don't know about if they have to prepare or if they believe a lie, they go to hell. I do know if you're at least 18 and above. I'm not trying to be like, okay, well, at this number and this number, but not this number, they won't. I want to be safe, so that's why I'm doing 18 and above. It's a safe number to stick to. So that's why I'm doing it. So yes, if you're anywhere in that range and you believe a lie, you're jeopardized. It does not matter if you're saved. You're jeopardized. You're endangered to hell right now. And a lot of people say that's not true. That's not biblical. That's not even in the Bible. I'll tell you what. Doesn't His Word talk about, and I don't want to say it says word for word, but that we perish for lack of knowledge? If we don't have the knowledge, when we already know it and we don't believe it, we'll perish. Look at His Word. We perish for lack of knowledge. People go to hell for not believing in hell. People go to hell for not believing in God. People go to hell for not believing in this. I've heard there's a story that someone went to hell because they believed in the once saved, always saved. There's videos that Christians actually have gone to hell. Okay? So if you don't believe you can go to hell for believing a lie, then read His Word. Look at these videos of these testimonies. Can you disprove that they're true? You guys, you're going to be in a major rude awakening if you stand before God and you say, well, I believe one lie, but you have mercy on me. He's going to be like, you perish for lack of knowledge. You want to argue with me? Then see if you can argue with God and see if He won't shut you up, because He will have the last word on you. You guys, I'm not trying to sit here and debate every single person on planet Earth. I'm just trying to put out truth. That's all this is about. And if you can just listen for just one moment and talk with me like a normal person would talk. I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to tell you the facts. If you don't think it's facts, I've gone to God so many times with so many different things. That's why I believe the way I do. I've listened to people. I've heard people out. But I don't just believe anyone. I am careful. I heed to what I hear. I listen carefully with open ears. I go straight to God for answers. I don't go to humans all the time. I go to God mainly. Okay? That is why I am so serious with what I believe. That is why I try telling people so much that what I believe, because I think they need to know. I think they deserve to know the truth when other people say it's not truth, it's not of the Bible, it's of the enemy. And the enemy will tell you that just to make sure that you don't believe what is said. Not what I'm saying, but the truth. You guys, take this to God. God bless.